Hi guys, Chris, GFY Farms. Today we're going to show you a super easy composter that we've been using, and I'm going to change it around a little bit. I'll explain that as we go. So what I've got here is a cattle panel. Actually this is a multi-panel, so it's a little bit smaller at the tops and the bigger ones are at the bottom. And I just put it together with zip ties, and we have it out here near the garden. And we put our table scraps in here, just anything that'll compost really. We've put chickens and fish in it even, carcasses. So it works real well. It lets the air flow through pretty good. Keeps it's about a good size for a garden. Today what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it over, and one of the problems we've been having is some of the stuff does come out with these holes being as large as they are. Now it works just fine. You can see we've had this here about a year, and I don't turn it. I should, but it's just something I usually don't get around to, and I need to do a better job on that. But you can just throw your stuff in there and use it. So then we've got a little wood chip pile here from the wood chipper. That I'm not messing with today. That's a separate deal. But I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, and then we'll add the wire to it to make the holes smaller, and we'll take a look and see what our compost is looking like. It is stuck pretty good, but not too awful bad. Starting to come loose a little. Okay, so there's what it looks like just by itself. Real simple little deal. This is some wire I've got here. I think it's 1 by 2, and just gonna go around the outside of it, zip tie it in. That way we can not have quite as many leaves and things blow around in the yard if we're adding to it. Once in a while the dogs have got in it before, but not too bad. This should keep them from grabbing stuff out through the holes. This would have been easier with some needle nose pliers. This wire does not go all the way to the top, but I'm not too worried about that. It's some stuff I had on hand. I think I'm going to stick one zip tie on here just to keep this from coming unrolled. It's not real loose anyway, but we may come in handy somewhere else. It's a little oval shaped, but There went the mic. Is it still hooked up? I think it's still hooked up. With putting this just on the edge of the garden, when I flip it over, I don't put it back in the same spot. I just put it right next to it. That way I don't have to move things twice. But saves a little work that way. This was a big old pumpkin they had in there. My friend gave us that. See some chicken feathers in there from the last time we butchered chickens. This fork that I'm using actually used to be my granddad's. He would a lot of times weld handles on his tools when the wood ones failed. It's always kind of nice to, I like using old tools in general, but ones that belong to family are a little special. Solid in there. Oh, it's a stump. Guess it must be near the bottom. Alright, so that was the bottom of the compost. I had forgotten that there's a stump in there that's kind of gradually rotting away. There was a big maple tree here that fell down, and I just kind of been adding some to my compost. So our wood chips we're gonna use quite a bit this year. Last year we got some for free from landfill, but been making my own here for this winter. And it's not bad looking compost. It's not done yet, but that's gonna give us a good start on this spring. All right, well that's our little composter. Now it should be do a little better for us, keep the dogs out of it, and be able to stack it a little bit taller without stuff coming out the sides. All right, you guys have a good day and keep following us. We're gonna have some more videos coming out soon. Thanks.